Hi receptions, this is week 3 of our celebration topic, and it says, how does the parish family celebrate? So if you look over, you can see a head, and that means we're using our brain to think about and learn about how Catholics practice their religion. What do Catholic people do? So it says that we're going to represent our own ideas and our feelings and our thoughts about religious matters. So that's things about God and how people live their lives because they believe in God. So you can see that we have got a picture of a church, and we all know what a church is. And this is a church in Long Eaton called St. Francis that you might have been to or recognise, or family members go. So let's go and have a look what we need to do. We are really lucky because we have lots of different families that we can celebrate our lives with. So if we look, we have at the bottom our own family, the family that we live with, the family that we celebrate birthdays and Christmas and Easter and New Year. So that's one family that we celebrate. But now you're at school, we're part of another family, our school family, our English Martyrs family. And then also people belong to a church family, and this is called a parish. And if you didn't know already, people go to church to celebrate for lots of different reasons, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. So in school, we celebrate all the time. We celebrate with our wow days. We celebrate each other's birthdays. We celebrate each other's hard work. And we celebrate these through liturgies, and we share all of our wonderful work and all of our wonderful school and community with God in our liturgies. And this is one way that we celebrate at school. But also, people go to church, do exactly the same thing with a family that's called a parish family. Now, you can see the church and you can see lots of people that belong to the parish, and they are a parish family. And did you know that people go to church to celebrate lots of different reasons? Now, if you look really, really closely, you know one of these celebrations. I can see a little baby being baptized in the church, and everybody's celebrating because that baby is going to join God's family. Also, people go to church to celebrate a wedding when two people love each other and want to be together forever and ever, and they want to share that with God, and that is a different celebration. But also, you can go to church every Sunday to celebrate, to say thank you to God for sending Jesus to us, and we celebrate this with our parish family on a Sunday. Now I can hear you thinking, a church isn't a celebration. But if we think about it really carefully, it actually is. Because if I was going to a party, I would sing songs or dance to music, and that's what happens in a church. If I was going to a celebration, I would eat and drink. And if we go to church, the priest will give us the host and the bread, the body of Christ, and the adults would have a drink of wine as the blood of Christ. And also, I don't know about you, but I like to get dressed up when I go to church and put my best clothes on. So actually, if you think about it, what you would celebrate at home or at a party is pretty much the same as what we do when we go to church every Sunday. I think about birthday candles on a cake, and when we go to church, we see candles in church too. So there's lots of similarities. That's how I know it's a celebration. Now, if you look at this picture, there are lots of things when we go to celebrate with our parish family at church, of things that we would see in a church that we wouldn't see in other places. So we have a special man here, and he leads the celebration, he leads the mass, and he is the priest. And he reads from the Bible, and he tells us how to be more like Jesus, and he helps us to say thank you. He's called a priest. Here we have some special chairs, and they're just not any chairs, they're called pews. And if you look really carefully, there will be some cushions on the floor where you can get down and you can say your prayers. So you can say thank you to God. So they're called pews. Here I can see a crucifix, and it's got Jesus on the cross, and that's who we're saying thank you to. That's who we're celebrating his life, the life that Jesus gave up just for us. So that's a crucifix. Here at the bottom I can see some prayer books or some hymn books where we sing, and singing a hymn is like saying a prayer. It's our way of saying thank you. It's a way of celebrating God and celebrating Jesus' life. Also, we have got a font, and that has got holy water in, very special water that the priest would wash a baby with. Or if you go into church, you can put your hand in some holy water to do the sign of the cross, so you're ready for your celebration. And then this one here, I can see the priest. This is a very special stand, and it's called a lectern, and that's where he keeps the special Bible that's full of God's words, and he reads that, and it's a really important place in the church. So reception. If you go over to Seesaw, now you've got all this knowledge about the parish family and how they celebrate in church. We've got some activities, and you can choose how you want to do your activity, how you want to represent your ideas. So I can't wait to see what you do and upload it to Seesaw, and then we can have a little discussion about what you've learnt. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.